What if I told you that this phenomenon could hold a deeper spiritual significance? Many people brush it off as a random occurrence, but for those open to the spiritual world, this ringing could be a message from beyond. In spiritual terms, hearing a ringing in your ear is often interpreted as a sign that the universe, or even higher powers, are trying to communicate with you. It's said that when we become more in tune with our spiritual self, our senses, including our hearing, become more sensitive to energies around us. This heightened awareness can manifest as that distinct ringing sound. You're not just hearing it with your physical ears, but with your spiritual senses. The idea behind this is simple: we are constantly surrounded by energies that we cannot see, but we can feel or sense them if we pay close attention. These energies may come from spirit guides, angels, or even the universe itself, attempting to send you a message. Often, the ringing in your ear is a signal to be more mindful and aware of the unseen forces that are at work in your life. It's like a gentle nudge, reminding you to listen not just to the physical world but also to the spiritual realms. It's important to acknowledge that there are different interpretations of this ringing, and they vary depending on the ear in which you hear the sound. For example, some believe that ringing in your right ear is a positive sign. It could mean that your spirit guides are offering you encouragement, letting you know that you're on the right path. It's a sign of affirmation, urging you to continue moving forward with confidence and trust in the journey you're on. It's their way of cheering you on from the sidelines, so to speak. On the other hand, ringing in the left ear may have a different meaning. Some believe it is a warning or a signal to pay more attention to the choices you're making or the path you're walking. It could be the universe's way of telling you to pause, reflect, and reconsider certain aspects of your life. Maybe there's something you've been ignoring or avoiding, and the ringing is a reminder to confront it. It's not something to fear but a call to be more conscious and present in your decisions. However, no matter which ear the ringing occurs in, the common theme is that it's a message from the spiritual realm. These sounds serve as gentle reminders that there's more to life than what meets the eye, and we are constantly being guided, supported, and looked after, even when we feel alone. Another way to look at this phenomenon is to see it as a sign that you're undergoing a spiritual awakening. When you start experiencing these kinds of occurrences, it could mean that your consciousness is expanding. You're becoming more aware of the spiritual energies around you and aligning more closely with your higher self. The ringing might be a sign that your vibrational frequency is shifting, that you're moving into a higher state of awareness and spiritual growth. If this is the case, it's essential to think of the changes happening within you. Instead of fearing the unknown, recognize that the ringing is a sign of progress. You're evolving spiritually, and this sound is simply a marker of that transformation. During this time, it's crucial to stay grounded, practice mindfulness, and remain open to the messages you're receiving. Meditation can be a helpful tool to tune into these frequencies and gain clarity on the guidance being offered to you. What should you do when you hear this ringing? First, acknowledge it. Recognize that this is not just a random occurrence but potentially a message meant specifically for you. Take a moment to pause and reflect on your current state of mind and life situation. Ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me? Is there something I need to focus on, or perhaps something I need to change? It can also be helpful to write down your thoughts and feelings whenever you experience this ringing. Journaling can provide insights into the messages being conveyed to you. Over time, you may notice patterns or recurring themes in the messages, helping you better understand their meaning and relevance to your life. Another step is to remain open and receptive to the spiritual world. Trust that the universe, your spirit guides, or angels are working in your favor, even if you don't fully understand the message at first. Sometimes, these spiritual signals take time to fully reveal themselves, so patience is key. You might also want to pay attention to what's happening around you when you hear the ringing. Are there particular events or emotions that seem to trigger it? Sometimes, the ringing occurs when you're at a crossroads or facing a significant decision. It's in these moments that your guides might be offering you direction or insight, guiding you towards the path that's in alignment with your higher self. This is also an opportunity for inner reflection. It's not just about hearing the sound but recognizing how it might correlate with what's happening in your life at that exact moment. Perhaps it's a cue to pause and assess where you stand emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. The more we open ourselves to these signs, the clearer the messages become over time. In this way, life is always in communication with us, and it's our task to be receptive to that flow. Moreover, this concept of spiritual signs connects to a broader understanding of synchronicity, those moments when things seem to align in ways that feel too meaningful to be mere coincidence. The ringing in your ear could be part of this grander synchronicity, urging you to align with the path you are meant to follow. Maybe it's guiding you toward a decision or simply asking you to become more aware of your surroundings. Whatever the case, these experiences encourage us to step beyond the noise of daily life and tap into a more profound sense of connection with the universe. In this sense, it's not about seeking control over these occurrences but about allowing them to unfold naturally. When you encounter such signs, approach them with curiosity rather than resistance. They are not meant to be understood in the same way as other aspects of life. Instead, they invite you into a state of exploration. Every time you hear that ringing, consider it an invitation to dive deeper into your own awareness, to explore how you're growing, and to contemplate the bigger picture of your life. Lastly, if you're seeking clarity, meditation and quiet reflection are powerful tools. By quieting the mind, you create a space for spiritual messages to come through more clearly. Focus on your breath, sit in stillness, and allow yourself to be open to any impressions or feelings that arise. Over time, you may find that the ringing becomes more than just a sound, it becomes a form of communication that you learn to understand and interpret. It's also worth noting that while the spiritual meaning of ringing in the ears is often positive, it's important to take care of your physical health as well. If you experience persistent or bothersome ringing, it's always a good idea to consult with a medical professional to rule out any underlying issues. Your physical well-being is just as important as your spiritual growth, and the two often go hand in hand. As we come to the end of this exploration, it's clear that there's so much more to the world around us than what we can see or touch. Life often sends subtle signals, and those moments of ringing in your ear could be one of those signs. There's a vast spiritual realm that communicates in ways we might not always understand at first, but by staying open and aware, we can start to connect with those messages. Whether it's through heightened awareness, spiritual growth, or a reminder from the universe, these moments of ringing in your ear are not something to be ignored. They ask you to pause, reflect, and open your mind to the possibilities of something greater at play. You may feel a sense of curiosity about what the universe is trying to tell you, or perhaps even a sense of comfort in knowing that you are not alone on this path. While it's important to be mindful of these spiritual signals, it's equally essential to care for yourself in all aspects. Balance between spiritual and physical well-being is key to understanding the full picture of what's going on. Stay grounded, stay connected, and continue to grow in your awareness of the world, both seen and unseen. If you found this discussion insightful and you're eager to deepen your understanding of spiritual signs, why not join this channel for more? Be sure to hit that like button if this resonated with you today. If you're interested in exploring more about the spiritual messages that surround us, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. This channel offers a wealth of content that dives into the hidden meanings of life, and you won't want to miss what's next. Additionally, if this conversation sparked a sense of wonder, tap that subscribe button to stay connected to more videos that will expand your spiritual perspective. Like this video if you believe in the power of these signs, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more eye-opening content. For those of you who are ready to continue unlocking spiritual meanings and hidden messages in everyday life, subscribe now and make sure to stay tuned for the next video. Let's continue this journey of discovery together. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.